Recently, the Trump administration told us that some of the thousands of children that they separated from their parents at the border and sent off to adoption agencies who then placed them with sponsor families, thousands of them, it's just too difficult to track them down to reunite them with their family. We can't do that. We don't have the technology. I mean, we have the technology, back in the 60s to send human beings to the moon and get them home safely. But God, reuniting a child in the digital age with their parents, that is a step too far for this administration that seems wholly incompetent. And that incompetence is 100% by design. This administration had no concern for returning these kids to their parents. They wanted to send a message to the rest of the world that if you come over here, we're going to make your life a living hell. We're going to ruin your life. We're going to take away your kids. You'll probably never get them back. So you better think twice about coming here. And their little plan there has backfired. Well, at least for everybody except for Education Secretary Betsy DeVos. Because as it turns out, Betsy DeVos, as she has with every other aspect of her life, is profiting hugely off the separation of families at the border being perpetrated by the Trump administration. Here's how this little scam that Betsy DeVos is helping to run works. Betsy DeVos, her family, holds interest in a company called Bethany Christian Services. Bethany Christian Services has been one of the top recipients of these migrant children who have been separated from their families. Some of them get adopted out, some of them just get placed with sponsor families, but Bethany Christian Services doesn't really keep good track of them, so there's not a whole lot to do. And since they're taking in these, I guess you'd call them political prisoners from the federal government, they're getting a lot of federal taxpayer money to go and lose these kids. Brian DeVos, Betsy DeVos's cousin-in-law, is actually an executive with Bethany Christian Services. So the DeVos family itself is profiting with our tax dollars off of these family separation policies. So if you're wondering why they're still doing this, even after they told us, first of all, they never had a policy to do it, and second of all, they were just going to stop doing it anyway, but it's still happening every single day down there at the border. And now they can't find any of the kids, but they're still going to ship them to these horrible places like Bethany Christian. If you're wondering why that's still happening, it's because there's a member of the administration making money off of it. Somebody connected to this administration is making a hell of a lot of money. And that's what every decision this administration has been made based on one simple question, and that is, how much money can we make? That's what this administration is all about. That's what Trump has been about his entire life. That's what Betsy DeVos has been about her entire life. That's what Mnuchin's been about. That's what all of them have been about. Anytime we see one of these horribly disgusting policies come out of the administration, you can bet that somebody, somewhere in Trump's cabinet is making a lot of money off the suffering and destruction that they're causing. In this case, just happens to be Betsy DeVos. Thanks for watching, everybody. And don't forget, if you like what you see here, like, comment, share, and subscribe to our channel. And now you can also become a member of Ring of Fire and get exclusive early access to certain Ring of Fire videos all throughout the week. Just click on the little join button right below the video.